every time it's staged, every 2 years, the Premier League invite one of the big boys to come. I mentioned Manchester City earlier. It was Arsenal 2 years ago. They won it in Singapore. Chelsea have done it a couple of times. Liverpool 10 years ago were the main attraction then, but they didn't go home with the trophy, and there are no guarantees tonight despite the support.
A game of more significance. It feels like a proper occasion. A lot of pre-season matches, of course, you're just worried about getting through them, and you're just looking after your fitness and trying to make sure you leave the field without any little niggles that might force you to miss any pre-season. But because of the nature of this game, this feels like a proper one, and I'm sure they'll be going full-blooded at it.
Pretty much a proper look to the teams as well. It is Loris Karius's turn in goal for Liverpool, one of 6 changes from Wednesday's win over Crystal Palace. Also in Joe Gomez and James Milner at the back, Gino Wijnaldum and Felipe Coutinho in midfield, and Divock Origi up front. Origi it was who scored the 2nd goal here in midweek. Leicester also ringing the changes with Kasper Schmeichel in goal. Wes Morgan and Christian Fuchs very much regulars into the back four. Mark Albrighton, whose penalty decided the semi-final shootout against West Brom, he starts this time, as does Danny Drinkwater. Drinkwater struck an amazing goal against Liverpool in that win in February when Jamie Vardy scored twice. Don't have it, you're a football team in trouble, but Leicester have it in abundance.
Certainly do. Well, they've enjoyed their work, I think, this week. And seeing them around the hotel, you're right, they're all looking forward to this 90 minutes coming up.
Oh, Nadley is the referee. Has to get the final underway. Salah again. Coutinho. Kasper Schmeichel probably had more difficulty with the bounce just in front of him than the actual pace and direction of the shot.
Good from these sort of angles. Coutinho as well. On his right side, he can get the ball up and down very quickly. It's just a little...
Nicely done by Albrighton. There's no offside here. Christian Fuchs to cross. Slimani! Lovely goal. And that's what Islam Slimani can bring to the party. Most of his Leicester goals so far have been headers. And that's far post. That's football down the ages. Get to the byline, cross it, far post, big forward heads it in. And Liverpool, the favourites, are behind here in Hong Kong.
Christian Fuchs does great. He gives it to Albrighton and he keeps going. And then you know with this guy, he has the quality to stand that up. And James Milner knows he's in trouble there because that cross is just hanging above his head. And he'd have been waiting for Slimani to come in behind him and bury that. That's a fantastic finish. Great goal. Really, really good football. And whilst we've eulogised about Liverpool, this team have a sting of their own, make no mistake. And they get in good areas and get people in the box like that. This guy...
Tight angle, but maybe it is. It's Drinkwater. Liverpool reacted to just the shift of the ball. Right idea. If not quite the right idea, as it turned out. Coutinho. Salah. And just brushed an arm. Salah goes on. Coutinho, Salah goes on again! Oh, we've been blessed with 2 splendid headed goals. That was a completely different kind. Was it handball in the wide area?
Yeah, he miscontrolled it and it just flicked up off his arm. There was 1 or 2 half-hearted Leicester appeals. Could easily have been given. You know what, when Mo Salah arrived for £40 million, whatever it was, I think we all had a vision of him scoring a certain type of goal. Not this one.
No.
Not this one. He does well. Knocks it inside. He keeps going. Watch him make that run inside Christian Fuchs. Harry Maguire a little bit square and a little bit shut off. Doesn't quite see the run, but you know what? That's good football. It's clever play. Listen, great ball from Coutinho. Perfect. Goalkeeper's just stepped a yard out. He's a little bit in no man's land, but he's every right to want to try and threaten Mo Salah in that respect. That's a fabulous ball.
May I extend my comment to the best 20 minutes I've seen in Asia Trophy football. Can they pass the ball, and they've got to Christian Fuchs in again. This time back to Albrighton. Loses Lallana. Decides to have a smack himself. We don't see Mark Albrighton do that often.
No.
But they opened up for him.
Good skill. Great ball down the line initially, and Christian Fuchs wanted to let that settle there, so he decides to chop it back, and good skill from Mark Albrighton. Stepping inside, and at that point, he's only got one thing on his mind. Hits it well enough.
Flag has gone up for offside, and Jamie Vardy's effort was never going to count.
Yep, he's clearly offside. I think the goalkeeper there, you can see.
To Leicester. Schmeichel comes, deals with it. Oh, Wijnaldum! There were a lot of bodies to get the shot through. He seemed to connect, whether it's seen as a foul on the goalkeeper.
Teasing free kick. It actually looked a little bit too close to Schmeichel initially. But again, in traffic like that, sometimes the goalkeeper is not the biggest.
Pass to Salah by Coutinho in early to Firmino. Was an awkward height, but he did well with it. Coutinho! Oh! Well, there are people in this stadium who will remember that moment for the rest of their lives. An awesome Liverpool goal. The little magician. It's not a new trick, but it always seems to work.
Just a fabulous goal. You know, whenever he's just appeared in and around the tunnel and popped his head out onto the pitch, the roar that's gone up has been massive. And there's no surprise that everybody in the ground were on their feet. Perfect run on the outside to just buy him that little bit of room to step inside. What about that? What about that for a finish? Hey, Barca might have to give a bit more now.
Yes, it's a goal that gives Liverpool the lead, but might give them more problems. But again, Danny Simpson not quite switched on, having come on for Daniel Amate.
I think if Coutinho gets the ball in that sort of area, you just got to drop. You just got to drop away. If he gets it on the half turn and he's running at you, or he can pick his head up, it's very difficult to stand the line.
Vardy's offside. But just a reminder, if Liverpool needed one, which I'm sure they don't, watch out, Vardy's about.
Yeah, there's clearly a yard offside there, but...
With Crystal Palace after the first game. Injured Wilfried Zaha, but not badly enough to stop him playing, and playing well again today. Oh. Well, it was the right kind of Marco Grujic. That's why Liverpool signed him. He's a midfield player who's got an eye for goal.
Yeah. Technically, this sort of stuff not a problem to him. Sort of picking up that position on the edge of the box. And once that pitch is in front of him, he fancies that immediately, doesn't he? Very nearly. That's Kasper Schmeichel.
Vardy, it's onside. It's another chance for Jamie Vardy. And it's not quite going his way. Klavan dived in. Could have had disastrous consequences, but in the end, did the job for Liverpool.
Great run again. Klavan deciding to step. Lovren unaware of where Vardy is, and Klavan does well actually to recover here, Martin. Just wonder, Vardy could have hit this, could have done there. He could have took that shot. He just gave...
From Kent. And across Makes Danny Simpson tuck it behind. A lot of the Liverpool players looking at Ryan Kent and applauding.
It's a quick little step over as well, wasn't it? Really sharp the way set up Christian Fuchs and skip past him.
Christian Fuchs, who has been on since the start,
yeah.
We should hasten to add.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Decent ball in as well. Actually, Daniel Sturridge, I think, actually the first to salute.
Bobby Madley looks at his watch. And Liverpool have won the Asia Cup. They are the trophy winners. And they won it with a goal worthy of the occasion. From Felipe Coutinho. They had to come from behind. After Slimani's early header, Liverpool replied with a header of their own from Mo Salah. But they have been the main attraction here, Liverpool. You can see that. You don't really need me to tell you. But that's put a bit of pressure on the players. They've answered that pressure. And 10 years after they failed in this final, they are the Asia Trophy winners in Hong Kong.
And the fans here in Hong Kong absolutely delighted.
Liverpool, but they never look like that they're able to get home comfortably. Everything's a bit of a battle for them sometimes, and that's what they've got to improve on.
Well, here in the Hong Kong Stadium, which has been a home from home for Liverpool, they've come from all over the Far East to have a chance to see their heroes play, and of course they hope win and be medalists here. Just one set of medals for the winners. Big squad. They've all had a bit of a touch of it, and they've all played their part, and they're all will be dashing off to the airport as soon as they get showered back in the changing room. They fly out tonight, Liverpool, and they fly out with a cup. And it is a gearing up for a tilt at the major competitions.
It is. Look, they'll be close as it is, Martin. They'll be very, very competitive if they just acquire a couple more. Not necessarily to fatten out the squad or to, in case of this player going, a couple to go in there now.
And that player to stay.
And to stay, of course. Let's hope he does, because what he produced tonight, we've seen him do before, and he lights our league up. Don't want to see him leave.
Goalkeeping issues still perhaps to be resolved.
Yes, yeah. I think Mignolet's still in pole position there.
Nathaniel Klein-Instead not fully fit out here. So Dom Solanke got a goal in the semi-final. And another plus, and he's going to come up and lift up the trophy. Jordan Henderson with a few more miles on the clock in his comeback. Daniel Sturridge, a winner as he was with Chelsea here in 2011. Jorginho Wijnaldum. And the captain. Richard Masters, managing director of the Premier League. Brian Leung and Timothy Fook from the Hong Kong FA in charge of the actual presentation. They have been the main attraction out here in Hong Kong, and now they have the main prize. It is Liverpool. Winners of the 2017 Asia Trophy. And winners of the first competition to have 4 Premier League sides, so they've had to work that much harder